Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn French with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. In today's class, we are going to do answer key discussion. We are going to start it for CBSE Class and Board Exam French. That took place today itself, 20th February 2024. Many of you had your exam today, and I'm so grateful to you guys who had timely sent me all your question papers, right? Like, I'm really happy to see, like, you were done with your exam and within a few minutes I got a text on maybe Instagram or in the YouTube comment that, sir, should we send the paper? Wow, that's really good to see, right? And yeah, anyways, we are to start with the paper discussion, and I'll be discussing the reason for each and every answer, because I am making this video from the perspective of future batches as well. Like, future batches should also be benefited, right? So and this time I'm going to start with grammar section, because most of the time students are mostly worried for the grammar part, right? Whether what they wrote is correct or not, or whether they are going to get a half mark for their attempt or 1 mark for their attempt. So such doubts are there. That's why I thought that it's better to use grammar. Also, you might be thinking why I've written already 2 answers before the video even started. Is just that I started a recording, but then I thought that, okay, I need to cross check for the second one. So I just paused the video, and I thought that why not to make right from scratch, so it's better. Anyways, question number 4, A part. Grammar part 1, and as I said that for the sample paper, for the answer key series, grammar will be divided into 2 videos, because I don't want one very long video. Okay, that's a bit boring. Live stream can be long, it's fine. The way I upload it, 2 hours, fine. But certainly not, you need your answers very quick. Okay, so la moi Daniel chante. Okay, conjugate les verbes entre parenthèses, conjugate the verbs in the bracket. 5 au choix, 7 are there, you need to attempt 5. Yes, you'll be getting the marks for the first 5 only. If you have attempted all, it's not like every time first 5. If you have attempted all, then you'll be getting for the first 5. It won't be like best 5 will be considered as per the CBSE guidelines for nearly every subject. And also I had consulted with a few teachers as well. Let's start with the answer. So first one, la moi Daniel et chante sa présente. There's a small typo here. It shouldn't be sa présente, it should be sa présente. Sa présente au directeur. So sa présente is the verb. La moi Daniel last month. Okay, last month the singers presented to the director. Okay. So to present, like, it's not, certainly it's not going to, they were not presenting, they presented, right? So there's a difference. Passé composé for one-time event in the past, and imparfait for continuous action in the past, or recurring action in the past, right? So here we have se présenter, so se sont présentés, se, then the auxiliary verb être in present tense conjugation, then présenter, the past participle. Next one I give, I hope it's clear, and then an S gets added up because of subject verb agreement. Second one we have lorsque les crêpes seront prêtes, il dash déjà. Okay, so déjà is the verb. Lorsque les crêpes, like as soon as the crêpes are ready. Prêt, do we know that prêt is the adjective? Is it the adjective? I mean, sometimes I really get confused in a few things. Suddenly, it's not the past participle, so don't get confused. It's not a past participle, and it's not futur antérieur in the first part. It's futur sample of être. Okay, it's just futur sample of être. Like when the crepes will be ready, they would have already had it in lunch, right? So déjeuner is the verb. So auxiliary verb, like we need to conjugate it in what? Futur antérieur. Why? Because they would have already had it lunch. Like this action is taking place before, in the future, right? From the action which is there, the crepes will be ready. Before that is taking place. So ils auront déjeuner, no subject verb agreement required in this case. And I would say déjà, accommodate déjà between the auxiliary verb and the past participle. That's how we write it in case of an auxiliary verb. Right, in the presence of an auxiliary verb and the past participle, déjà comes in between. So write in your answer copies auront déjà déjeuner. But I feel since déjà is given after the blank, even if you write auront déjeuner, it will be considered correct only, right? But if I was to, certainly I'm not going for CBSE checking, but if I was to go to for checking, I would have deducted half mark in this case. Ne se fâchez pas, je te prie. Now, je te prie, exclamation mark indicating we need to use imperative here. So, ne pas. Okay, affirmative imperative is the only case where pronouns come after the verb, right? Otherwise, the pronouns will always come before the verb. So, se fâcher, pronominal verb, okay. So, we will have te, because in the next part we have te, je te prie. So, ne te fâche pas. You just need to write te fâche, but if you write in your answer sheet ne te fâche pas, it will be more clear to the examiner. Okay, ne te fâche pas. Fourth one you have, okay, okay, it's going to give some nostalgia to some students, to everyone in fact. Demi-20, nous dash souvent en ligne. Étudier is the verb. So in 2021, we often studied online. I mean, throughout the year, we studied online. 2022, since 2022, things started to become a bit normal, right? So anyways, étudier. Now we studied. Nah, we used to study or we were studying is a better option because certainly we didn't study once. Right, it was a continuous thing. It was a recurring thing in the past. And for a recurring thing in the past, we know what do we use? Use imperfect. Now, to be noted, étudier imperfect is slightly tricky. Why? Because there's double I in this. Why? Because for imperfect, we are taking the stem from nous conjugation, right? So, nous conjugation is already étudiant in present tense. E-T-U-D-I-O-N-S. Now, O-N-S is removed. This is the stem. Right, and then you need to add ending further. So IONS will get added up, so it will be double I. Okay, étudiant. This happens, we read a verb as well. To laugh, read. Read also this thing happens. R-I-I-O-N-S, R-I-I-E-Z. This thing happens there as well. Fifth, dans une semaine, en voir is the verbs of famous célèbre. Okay. Now, dans, if you see dans, you might wonder that, okay, we can go for futur proche. Certainly not, because futur proche is something that is about to happen. Here, it's within a week. And certainly within a week is not something that's going to happen. It will happen. It's much farther. Right? Vera. En vera. Voir is an irregular verb in futur sample. It has its own stem. Okay. Sixth, Pauline me téléphone is the verb CL, recevoir la bonne nouvelle. C clause. C plus imparfait is present conditional. So present conditional of telephone is so easy. Just the infinitive because we are taking the stem for future sample. Telephone and then the imparfait ending third person singular. So telephone. Also I am, okay, pardon me for any mistake that might occur in the answers which you feel, okay, because I just attempted it and I just started recording, okay. Pauline me téléphonerai. Also, if you want to discuss like the rationale behind any of the specific answers, do let me know in the comment section itself. Seventh one, aussitôt que le train dash, nous sommes descendus avec nos valises. So, okay, sommes descendus, it's your passé composé. So, aussitôt que plus passé composé, indicator of plus que parfait. And certainly it's not going to be imparfait here because train was arriving. Nah, train would have arrived. Right? Oh, wait. Translation would be slightly different because it's past tense. Anyways, we are not talking about translation much. We should be knowing more about the application and conjugation when it comes to CBSE curriculum, right? Le train était arrivé. Well, if you know the translation, that's better. Était arrivé. It means that you have understood the concepts really well. No subject of agreement in this case because train is masculine singular. Now we have, okay, B part, another interesting question. Also, let me just check if the recording is going on fine or not because sometimes the recording is not fine. I knew it. Video was out of focus. Really sorry for that. Now I have corrected it, okay, and I really hope the video is focused on text now. Okay, and now the text is clear. But otherwise, like when it was not clear, then also the text was somewhat visible. Sorry for that. Anyways, mettre phrase au style direct ou indirect selon le cas. Okay, according to the case, convert the phrases direct into indirect, indirect to direct. Very easy. So, son père lui dit ne va pas seul. Ne va pas seul. It's your negative imperative. Okay, in direct speech. So, son père lui dit. Well, why do have they? I mean, comma after the in direct speech we put colon in French, colon and then guillemets brackets. Okay, guillemets brackets are there, fine, but colon, come on, in the question it should have been colon. Anyways, so père lui dit ne va pas seul. Now, imperative in direct speech becomes what? The plus infinitive. Here it's ne pas. So the ne pas in plus infinitive, right? So son père. Son père lui dit de ne pas infinitive and then the rest of the sentence. Dit de ne pas aller seul. To not to go alone. Okay. Second one we have maman me demande peux-tu me chercher dans mon bureau? Okay. Me demande peux-tu, it's an inversion. So in direct speech it's inversion. So in the indirect speech it will become si and the inversion will go away. I mean the inversion will again get inverted to make it the usual one. Okay. So maman me demande si je peux. Okay. Now we have pronoun me. To be noted, pronoun me is not just pronoun réfléchi. Pronoun me is there in your COD as well. It's there in your COI as well. Chercher quelque chose, chercher quelqu'un. In this expression, what should we use? We should use COD, right? So me is getting used here as a, you may call it a COD for better comprehension in this scenario. For conversion this will help. So si je peux search her, la chercher. Okay, because if you commit the mistake of writing the pronoun réfléchi, se chercher, the meaning would change. It would be if I can search herself. I mean, come on, no. Maman me demande si je peux la chercher. La chercher, ठीक है, वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ. La chercher dans son bureau. Mon bureau, of course, becomes son bureau, right? Subject in indirect speech. Dans son bureau, in her office. La chercher. Okay. Okay. Nous te demandons à quelle heure arrive ton train. We ask you at what time the train arrives. Ideally, future sample would have in there or future posh. But anyways, in your curriculum, maximum times it's just imperative, present, or perhaps future sample sometimes. Anyways, we need not to go into much nitty-gritties and all. So, à quelle heure arrive ton train? Okay. So we ask you à quelle heure arrive ton train. When the second person to whom the first person is speaking, now that person is second person itself, it becomes very easy because then it will be the dialogue in both the speech will be the same, only just that the punctuation and all will be changed. And yeah, in fact here the adjective also is not getting changed, adjective possessive. Nice. So because this is a scenario where it's like someone asks you something and then that's getting repeated, so that someone will refer you as you only. For that reason the subject is not getting changed here. Nous te demande, we had discussed it such questions many a times. Nous te demande, à quelle heure will be à quelle heure only, but yeah, we will put the colon and the guillemets brackets à quelle heure, à quelle heure arrive ton train. Also, there are situations, don't miss a question mark in direct speech if it's demand, okay? There are situations where tense changes in direct and indirect conversion. But certainly that's not in CBSE curriculum, so you need not to worry about that. Though I have discussed about this in one or two videos long time back, but certainly you don't need to do this because you are in, like it's not in your syllabus, it's not in your curriculum itself, right? Huh, fourth one. Fourth one we have, really sorry if I'm pronouncing this name wrong. I mean, double L is usually silent. Gil, whatever the name is, okay. I am saying oh God, Guillet, yeah, Guillet's works, Guillet. Guillet nous dit, je ne veux pas vous déranger. Nous dit, okay, it's a declarative statement, very easy. Nous dit. Now it's que je ne veux pas vous déranger. If you are changing it to indirect, it will become I. Guy is referring himself as I. I don't even know whether it's the name of a girl or a boy. Anyways, themselves. If Guy are referring to themselves, then again it will be preferably go for il. Guy nous dit qu'il ne veut pas. Now he is referring us as vous. Now we are converting it to indirect speech. So we'll make it vous, nous only, right? Guy nous dit qu'il ne veut pas nous déranger. In such a scenario, the pronoun always comes before the main verb, okay? Not before verb, not before the helping verb. Huh? Guy nous dit qu'il ne veut pas nous déranger. Okay? Fifth part, le proviseur annonce que l'école sera fermée demain. Very easy, huh? Very easy. Normal declarative sentence without any change as such apart from conjugations and all. Not the conjugation, apart from punctuations and all. So, le proviseur, and the aka will go away. Le proviseur annonce l'école sera fermée demain. Okay. In this video, we are going to do up to négation. Okay. Adjective, pronoun, demonstrative, possessive, subjunctive, sample, composé, pronoun relative, and pronoun personnel will be in the next video. Okay. So, two more questions in this video. Sera fermée demain. Right. And sixth part we have, je demande à ma sœur qu'elle fait samedi soir. Wait, I read the answer. Sorry for that. Je demande à ma sœur que fais-tu samedi soir? So you can make it, you can use que here, right? So je demande à ma sœur. I asked my sister. Je demande à ma sœur, what did she do? So, of course, if I'm asking something from my sister, I'll refer her as you. But if I'm reporting that speech, I'll be referring to my sister in third person, right? So, je demande à ma sœur qu'elle. Qu'elle fait what she does Saturday evening. Qu'elle fait samedi soir. Also, let me again check the recording because I don't want the text to become out of focus again and again. Huh? Yeah, now it's fine. How many minutes did I record it? I knew it. My videos tend to be a bit longer. I always say that I'll not make a long video, but because of explanations and all, I end up making a long video. Really sorry for that. You may like if you are a CBSE student who just gave exam today, you can fast forward a bit to just cross check your answers, okay? That would work. But if you are a future batch, watch the whole thing, huh? Because you need the explanation for all the parts. Um, okay. Seventh is what? Je lui conseille de se reposer. De se reposer? The plus infinitive, it's imperative. Se reposer. It's your, this thing, what? Se reposer, imperative of se reposer. Now you might think that why, okay, se will change to toi, right? But why in the second part we did, in the second part we converted mer to la? Because the tense was different. And we didn't have a pronominal verb there. Okay, it was present tense over there, and here it's imperative. There's a difference between the two. So, je lui conseille, I advised him or her, repose-toi. Pronoun comes after the verb, repose-toi. I'll be referring him as you only in the direct speech. So, repose-toi dans ta chambre. Here it was sa chambre, so that will become ta chambre. Again, pardon me if I have committed any sort of small error here or there. Okay. Now, trouver la question, and trouver la question was surprisingly very easy this time. I was not expecting such easy questions, huh? It was very easy. Such short sentences were there in trouver la question, like wow. Trouver la question. Il fait très chaud. Come on. In CBSE class 10, if such a question is coming, what should I say? But anyways, it's good. Good for us, right? So we should be happy. Il fait très chaud. How's the weather? Quel temps fait-il? Oh. First part. Quel temps? No hyphen here. Sorry. Quel temps fait-il? Second one we have. Elle arrive dans deux jours. Elle arrive dans deux jours. Now, we had discussed it already, such expressions in previous videos, that when you have a time expression where we don't have an exact time, go for quand. When you have an exact time, go for à quelle heure. Here it's deux jours, so use quand. Quand arrive-t-elle? Inversion, right? Quand arrive-t-elle? Don't miss putting the T over here because arrive ends with a vowel, L begins with a vowel. And it's the basic rule of inversion which is taught in what? Like, I guess in 5th or 6th. Okay, don't make a mistake here. Je vais sortir avec ma sœur. With whom you are going to go? It's futur proche. Okay, vas-tu, so je vais sortir. Trouver la question will become vas-tu sortir, or allez-vous sortir will also work. Avec qui allez-vous sortir? That will also work. But here we don't have an indicator that it has to be. Oh, wait. No. No. Oh, yeah, wait. I got confused. I mean, vous we use for singular as well. Singular you to give respect. But when you have an indicator, then only go for vous. That if it has to be plural, otherwise go for je. Avec qui vas-tu sortir? Inversion always with aller in case of futur proche. Okay. Avec qui vas-tu sortir? With whom you are going to go. Fourth one, la leçon est difficile. How is the lesson? Comment est la leçon? Fifth one we have, les histoires sont intéressantes. The stories are interesting. Stories is, or the history or stories are interesting. That's underlined, right? So what is interesting? Qu'est-ce qui est intéressant or ce qui est intéressant? Okay. So two options are there. Qu'est-ce qui est intéressant? And also preferably go for masculine singular form of intéressant only, because we are not sure what the person is going to reply, right? So we can't do the agreement here with the adjective. We can't do that, right? So qu'est-ce qui est intéressant or ce qui est intéressant. Okay. These are two options. Now, why have I, okay, qu'est-ce qui, so we understood why it's qu'est-ce qui. Why ce qui? Why added ce? To indicate that it has to be an inanimate thing. Okay, because if you are writing qui est intéressant, that will mean who is interesting. Certainly for who is interesting, we are not going to get a reply, the histories are interesting. No, we should be asking what is interesting, right? So, ce qui est intéressant or qu'est-ce qui est intéressant, don't miss putting the question mark in your tu veux la question. Now we have what? Negative. Last question for this part 1, grammar. Then we will do part 2. Part 2, what do we have? C2. Répondez aux questions suivantes à la forme négative. Again, it's not mate au négatif, it is répondez au négatif, respond in negative, okay. Voulez-vous du sel ou du poivre? No. You need to put no because it's a répondez question, right? No. Je ne veux ni sel ni poivre. Of course, when we have partitive article, we don't keep that in na ni ni expression. If it was your la la le, we would have retained it, but here it's partitive article. We won't keep it. So no. Voulez-vous? So je. Je ne veux ni sel, neither salt nor pepper. Poivre. No, je ne veux ni sel ni poivre. Don't make the mistake of writing pa here, okay? Pa is not added here. Second one. Second one we have, parlez-vous toujours en français avec vos parents? Do you speak in French always with your parents? Toujours negative? Jamais. So, no. No, je ne parle jamais. Non, je ne parle jamais. En français, adjective possessive will change, right? Je ne parle jamais en français avec mes parents. And if you are replying with nous, though we don't have an indicator that it has to be a plural thing only, but anyways, if you are choosing nous, then nous, non, nous ne parlons jamais en français avec nos parents. NOS, nos parents. Third, tout le monde sait nager dans votre classe. Everyone knows swimming in your class. No one knows swimming in the class, right? So, personne n'a. Here, no won't be required. Okay, so just simply personne n'a. Personne n'a sait nager. Of course, tout le monde is coming before the verb, so we'll sort of keep it as a subject, right? So, in the place of a subject. Personne n'a, nobody, or no one. Nobody means aucun though. Anyways, personne n'a, nobody, no one. Personne n'a sait nager dans ma classe. Personne n'a sait nager dans ma classe. Okay. Fourth one. Votre famille est déjà allée au Japon? Your family has already been to Japan? No, they haven't been to Japan, right? So, déjà is the expression. So, pas encore, not yet, they haven't yet. So, no. Ma famille. Famille is first person singular, okay. Corresponds to first person, though family is a group of people, but group of family or family members, it's a sort of a plural subject, but family in itself is a third person singular thing. So, no, ma famille n'est pas encore n'est pas encore allé au Japon. And lastly, fifth part, voulez-vous acheter des cartes postales? Do you want to buy postal cards? No, I don't want to buy postal cards. So no, it's a simple basic thing, basic negation. Je ne veux pas acheter. Je ne veux pas acheter des cartes postales. The carte postale. I was about to commit a mistake here. See, the carte postale. If we have written day, half mark gone, because it's an important concept of negation, that these articles change when, and the change will not happen if être is there, right? So no, je ne veux pas acheter the, mind it, the carte postale. With this, let's continue in the next video. C'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, let me speak it slowly. That's all for today. C'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learn French with Anubhav. And if you have any doubts or suggestions, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn French with Anubhav. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas que la langue française, c'est l'amour.